Hi, good morning, good afternoon. It's Monday, and it is, you know what, I forgot the date. Let's have a look. Monday, the 18th of January. Woohoo! I don't know, there's nothing else to get excited about, is there? Excuse me, I'm having some soup. I hope you're having some lunch as well. But there's just me here at the moment. We'll do the headlines and we'll see who will pop up in the stream. Here's the headlines. So, vaccinations to begin for over 70s in England. More than 5 million more people will be offered a jab as 10 new mass vaccination hubs open in England. Youngest Manchester victim could have survived. A report commissioned by the family of Safal Rose says she received inadequate first aid. Doctor charged with stabbing fellow plastic surgeon Jonathan Brooks is charged with the attempted murder of Graham Parks, who was attacked in his home. Nora's body placed in the jungle, says mother. Nora Quillen parents do not accept the findings of the inquest into her death in Malaysia. They're saying she's body has been placed in the jungle outside of the town. And US-bound migrant caravan beaten back at Guatemala. Security forces block a group of thousands that could pose an early test for Biden's White House. That's happening on Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, that's happening then. Now, do we have anybody who's popped in? Hey, we're by ourselves. All right then, that's fine. It's all right. If you're here and you're watching, please comment and say hello, because it's just me. This is actually soup, which is excellent. So, you probably heard my ramblings on Friday about my Virgin Media connection, and we've had fun over here the weekend. It's been up and down. Actually, the whole area's been off. I've been trying to contact someone from Virgin today to get a small statement that we could have put out today. There is an engineer coming out tomorrow. Hopefully I'm not pixelated. I am in full glorious HD. Probably better if I was pixelated, to be honest. So we'll see where we are with that. So no movement on that. Now, there's been a report out this morning that today is the saddest day of the year. It's the most depressive day, third Monday in January. You always hear this every year, actually, that people say this, and I think it's because you've still got the memory of Christmas, but you're just a little bit further away, and then obviously add in about the pandemic that's going on, blah blah blah, and it makes this the saddest day. So it's not raining yet, but that's another story for this week, which we'll talk about later in the week, because there's supposed to be the beast from the east is going to be returning in the next few weeks, because the polar vortex has come down from the polar region. It sinks, and that will cause a very cold snap. Oh, we've got some comments coming in. Thank goodness for that. Let's have a look. It's Jay. Jay's watching. Oh yeah, Jay. Actually, you know, Jay, let me see if we invite Jay in. Jay's in Turkey. I was speaking to Jay this morning, and let me see the power of technology if we can get him on, because he's got quite interesting stories. So let me just bear with me. Oh, this is technology running away with itself here. Here we go. So so this is happening live, everybody. Here we go, Jay. I'm going to send Jay, if you're watching, hopefully you are, I'm sending you a link. Click on it, jump in the show. It's on email, mate. And let's have a chat about. He's got a lovely story. He works out in Turkey, and he's got a lovely story how he got there. So let's get him on. Let's see if he'll jump in. Now, how this works is that we generate a link and we send it out there, and then whoever's out there clicks it and brings it back. Oh, he's going to do it. Brilliant. So this is excellent. So we'll get him on. And we're going to talk about. He's already told me his story this morning, and I really want to get everybody else to hear his story, because it's quite touching and it's quite funny. So he's probably doing his makeup. That's what he's doing. This is outside Istanbul. Istanbul. Is that how you pronounce it? Istanbul? I think it is. Anybody watch One Division over the weekend? That was a show and a half. Right, he's coming in. He hasn't got his camera on yet. Let's put him up on screen, see if he pops up. There he is. Hi, Jay.
That was unexpected.
Well, I've got, as I said to you this morning, I have nobody else to speak to. Sometimes it happens like that. It's just the way it is. So we'll go over what we actually spoke about this morning, where you are. So where you are in the planet?
Well, I'm actually in Beşiktaş. If anybody knows Istanbul, I'm about five minutes walk from the famous Dolmabahce Palace, where Ataturk, the founder of the Republic, lived, and about 10 minutes walk from Beşiktaş football stadium. So right by the Bosphorus Straits.
I love the comment that you made this morning about the football stadium, thinking that I'm a football fan. I'm not. I don't even know. I don't know nothing about football. I'm a rugby person, but don't worry about that. Now, go on.
No, I've been to the Warriors once in Worcester.
Yeah, that's most people just go there once. Actually, we go to the Wasps, which is by the Coventry ground. That's where they are. So you do copywriting? That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Well, copywriting, digital marketing. I mean, I did my training was in all areas of digital marketing, but my niche and love is writing of all kinds. For a hobby, I write songs and poems. I do editorial. I just love writing. It's just my passion. I never tire of writing.
So is it? I mean, during the pandemic, obviously, as we're going through now, and a lot of businesses are shutting down and that type of thing, and well, not shutting down, but pausing and slowing down. Has that affected you in any way, or have you seen a rise in copyright needs?
Well, no. I mean, there was the lockdown one. Bearing in mind, we were a little bit behind you here in Istanbul. We didn't lock down till a little bit later. There was definitely a lull. I think everybody was sort of sitting there thinking, what's going to happen? They don't want to spend lots of money. But then after that, you saw the opposite, because it was suddenly very clear that the online economy had to go digital. It was the only way. And now we're at lockdown 3, it's even more apparent. So there's actually been a boom. And now you're finding I'm finding there's lots and lots of work online in copywriting, because everybody just needs to get online. The digital economy is fast forwarded about 1,000 times, because we were going that way anyway.
I think so. I think it's just increased the forward pace of digital marketing. Now I've got somebody else who's joined us, and this is weird because he only joins us every so often, and he's probably joined because you're here, and Jay is here. So because we're just all of us are working on a project.
Hey Jay, how you doing?
And he's
not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Yeah, it's snowing outside.
You got snow there?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Snowing in Turkey. I can't see it.
Well, it's a bit of a strange climate. Istanbul's built on 7 hills, and we're the lower part by the ocean, so we don't tend to have the warmer climes. But about 3 years ago, it was crazy, the snow. I mean, everything was shut down for a few days. It was so bad. So at the moment, it's not too bad. Yeah, but it could more forecast later. Yeah.
So you're quite highly. The level is it the level? I want sea level. You're quite high up there, then.
Yeah, I mean, from our flat, I'm about 10 minutes walk down to the Bosphorus Straits. But the hills are crazy in Istanbul. I mean, the roads just. When I first moved here 6 years ago, I just thought if you were disabled, it's just a nightmare, because the pavements just go like sharp drop downwards, and it's quite steep inclines. But it's pretty flat in Beşiktaş, but when you go up to Taksim and sort of tourist areas, you climb a bit. And just across, you can be in Asia in about the shortest crossing to Asia is about 5 minutes by ferry. So I often put on social media just popping across to Asia.
Well, it sounds like a lovely place there, and it's and because obviously, I suppose you wouldn't class yourself as a digital nomad, because obviously you do. You come back to the UK when you can, and then you're out in Turkey as well. So, but there was a lot of talk about throughout the last lockdown, and also before that, actually, digital nomads, where basically if you are you work digitally, you can work anywhere on the bus, in someone else's house, in a rented office or a shared office or anything like that. And the technology has moved on so much now that this conversation is so easy, and there's thousands of miles between all of us. It is just really bizarre. I mean, Jay,
Matt, I swear, I can't hear you. I think you've got the wrong mic on.
have I? Hang on a minute.
Well, I can barely hear you. I think it's like hissing and it's really quiet.
Okay, hang on a minute. Let me just turn it up. Hang on a minute. Let me just turn up my digital. Oh, there's a new system on here. Hang on. How's that? Is that any better?
Yeah, there's a lot of hissing on the background. Can you hear that?
I can't hear anything.
Oh,
I can't hear.
You know, like the old tape hiss that you used to get back in the day. The tape hissing.
No, it's not our end. It's not my end. I've got all. I'm all digital. I've got no analog connection at all now here, so it must be your end, Jay. No, this is going to be confusing. I'll call you Jamie if that's all right in Turkey. Is that?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. At school they used to call me Jim. That was Jimmy Hill.
Oh, Jim. We'll go with Jim. Oh, yeah, of course. That's fair. So we're all obviously we're all working on a project of Jay's at the moment, which is Love My Business. And Jay's actually Jay, tell us a little bit about what you do. I know he hates doing this. Tell us a little bit about what you do, and then we're going to just have a quick chat of what we're going to help you with. That'll be interesting.
Okay.
On,
well, I mean, essentially, in a nutshell, I'm basically just a glorified affiliate. It's a form of affiliate marketing. So I am generating leads or referrals for business opportunities, but specifically e-commerce or digitally based business models. So the nature of these businesses are, I mean, they're quite high ticket business offerings. So so the model of my business is I just work on a commission only basis, where any referral that I send over to the relevant business service provider, should they convert, I get paid. That's pretty much it.
That's simple. That's simple enough. That's all right. So our my business's role, Social Command, is obviously we look after your social media and some the advertising and the posting for you, and then Jim is going to be doing the copywriting for the blogs. And I mean, have you thought about it yet, Jim, about how you're going to take this, and which line you're going to go with?
Well, I mean, I was talking to Jay last week, and basically I used to teach business enterprise in a boarding school in Malvern quite a few years back, and I'm going to go for looking at the topics. We're looking at like the kind of people that are looking to start a business, digital business. So we'll do the keyword search first and see what the chatter is online, and then put out high quality content articles which not only share the buzz of setting up your own business, but also look at some of the key issues. And then that will be a sort of way of drawing them in down the funnel into our sales funnel and onto the website. And then from there, you've got the affiliate links that Jay works with all the time. So yeah, it's basically putting out the best quality content we can that's really engaging and interesting. And people will want to share it as well. So it's not just some clickbait that to draw people in. It's actually something useful, and
No, that's excellent. I mean, it's everybody is sort of looking at how their work life is working at the moment because of the should you change jobs? Have you been laid off? Have you been furloughed? Obviously, in this country, is things going to get back to normal to how they were? As we come out of this pandemic, and it seems I'm just scared. It seems that we're going to be like September before we actually get back to any sort of normality now, and what the world is going to be like when we get there. I mean, I don't know if Jay, if you've had any thoughts about this. Are you going to look to expand the products that you're offering because of the amount of people that will be looking for new opportunities in the digital market? Is there is there more out there? That's what I'm trying to ask, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think I began with just targeting people looking for a business opportunity, but obviously they would have the funds in place to buy something along, at the purchase price that's listed at. But as I expand my my audience, I'm looking for other opportunities, maybe more low to mid ticket, obviously to suit different people's budgets. So digital opportunities or other investment stroke business or work from home opportunities more suitably priced. So so I'm looking to expand the portfolio of business opportunities that's available.
Okay, so if anybody's out there listening, either live or on replay, then get in touch with us. If you've got a digital system, a digital business that you feel like you want to franchise or partnership, because that Jay's looking for that. And then on the flip side of that, we'll do everybody's emails and websites in a bit. But if you are looking for a business as well, this is where you want to look at, because there's lots of opportunities out there. The ones that we deal with, myself for Jay, are all successful and they all work really well. So, which is quite cool. Jim, do you obviously copywriting at the core, songwriting? You said, is that an active thing? Is that
songwriting has been going for a while. I'm in my 5th band in my life. The one band I'm in a duo. The other chap, Clyde Martin, he writes all the music. I write the lyrics and vocal melodies and sing. It's called Nexus 13. It's alternative electronic. We're about to release our 2nd album. COVID delayed it though. It was supposed to come out in January, but it's going to come out probably after Easter when I can get back to the UK. And then I write for another songwriter called Cy Anthony, Cordless Bungee, and I've done 5 songs for him as well.
So is this? Are these people not all in Turkey? Obviously,
No. I'm in the UK a lot of the time. I'm between the 2 countries. With COVID, obviously, I'm stuck here at the moment. But normally, I'd be in the UK for many months in the winter, Easter, and summer period. But I'm not able to fly at the moment just because of restrictions.
No, of course not.
So,
no, that's right.
Yeah, but I love songwriting. Absolutely adore it. Yeah.
Do you use the process that you've done during the lockdown with the new album that's coming out? Do you use a digital system to record stuff to send things back and forth, or you just somebody writes a tune or?
Yeah, well, Clyde in Malvern, basically, he's from Wales, so we're sort of a Welsh English fusion. He writes the music and then he sends it to me, and then I'll put it into Audacity, and then I'll probably listen to it maybe up to 50 times, and sometimes the lyrics will come immediately, and sometimes it'll take a little bit longer, and then I edit them down, and then I start developing the vocal melodies, and it's usually a process of a few months per song till we get it to a standard where we feel we're ready to record it in the studio. And then normally I'd come to the UK and we'll go into studio and then get it mixed and mastered. He's got a home studio, and then we go to a chap in Evesham that does the final mixing and mastering. So that at the moment, that last bit of the process has been, the kibosh with COVID. So,
I think that's happened to a lot of stuff. I'm going to come back to you a second on the Audacity software, because I don't like Audacity, but I'm just going to find out why you like that. But there's a lot of productions going from, audio, music wise, TV, film as well, that they're stuck in editing hell, because the famous one from last year was the not the Top Gear one, the on a Prime. What's that around the world? Not around the world. Grand Tour on Prime. Oh yeah. And that was all films before COVID hit, so that was all filmed prior to that. But they couldn't get in during lockdown to the editing suite in London because obviously Prime is all shot. Everything's broadcast and shot in 4K, and there's only certain editing suites in the UK that actually edit this 4K service. And so they couldn't do it at home and anything like that. But a lot of productions, and I think we're going to find a flood as we come out of the pandemic of music and production and all that type of thing, movies and TV, that people have been working on and writing that will just flood the market. So just going back to that, Audacity. Any reason you use that, or is it because you've got a free
Well,
copy
actually, I should have said Clyde. We uses Cubase. We only use I only use Audacity for the initial first recording, and then once I'm back in the UK, we use Cubase because obviously that's the studio standard.
That's studio level, yeah.
With Cy Anthony, whose band's name's Cordless Bungee, exciting Scottish artist. He uses Garageband. I'm not sure what he uses in studio, whether he uses Cubase as well, but Clyde's a bit of a Cubase with it.
Yeah, I've stuck with Ableton Live, which is more, I suppose it's more DJ led, but it's still multi-track and works really well. But no, GarageBand is quite good. Sorry, Jay, we sort of went off there on a music thing. I do apologise.
So it's all over my head. I'm not blind or can't even play any instrument to save my life.
No, I don't. I can't play anything. Jim, do you play anything? Other than
well, I did in the past. I used to play when I was a teenager. I used to play trombone.
I feel like you've done everything. You've done everything here. I feel.
Mr. Ben.
That's very true. That's very true. Okay, well, we're just nearly coming up to the end of the show, which is brilliant. Thanks for everybody jumping on. So, Jim, do you want to just give a shout out to your? You got a website that people can visit for you? Is it and your email address?
Yeah, for business copywriting, my website's goldviking.online, and the company's called Gold Viking Limited, and it's based in Welland in Worcestershire. But if anyone wants any kind of content, copywriting, digital marketing services, please just get in touch. We can have a chat.
Excellent, brilliant. And Jay, do you want to give out your website address? I know it, but you may.
mybusiness.com. So basically just a resource for various different online business models. So whether you're an existing business owner or someone who's looking to dip the toe into an online business model, it's a great resource for anyone that's interested.
Excellent. Oh, well done. Look at it. Very professional, Joe. That was very professional. Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us. And hope the snow doesn't get too heavy over in Turkey there.
No, it'll be 20 degrees in 2 months. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's the picture in my head that I also made me think of Turkey. Anyway, gentlemen, have a good rest of the day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Lovely to see you both.